Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second video of at least a 4 to 5 part video series. Each video is going to be 15 minutes long. They're going to be copied and pasted into a blog. And then they're going to be hand delivered, faxed, and sent certified mail to the police officer, one of the 2 police officers that arrived on this scene at July 9th, 2014, the very place that I was brutally assaulted at. Now, what's this video about? This is the second video of at least a 4 to 5 part video series. Each video will be 15 minutes long. This is something that I stumbled across. I actually didn't stumble across it. What happened was an individual left a comment, okay, on a forum, and then sent me an email, okay, pertaining to who? Well, let's take a look, everybody. What do we got here? What does it say? It says, Curtis Webb, San Diego County DA, implicated in gang stalking, remote neural monitoring, being involved with a doctor that was involved in a gang rape, and the illegal kidnapping of a child from a mother. Now, he's not only mentioned in this one, okay, now gang stalking, and what is remote neural monitoring? Well, let's just, he's mentioned in that one. He's mentioned in this one. Remote neural monitor is right there. You can clearly see his name, Curtis Webb, San Diego County DA. Gang stalking is also mentioned right there, gang stalking, okay? You can go to, hang on. Now, you can go to Google and type this in. Curtis Webb, San Diego County DA, gang stalking and remote neural monitoring, and you'll be able to bring them up. So here's 2 with his name on it. Let's go to the third one. Oh my God, there he is again, Curtis Webb. San Diego County District Attorney's Office, gang stalking's mentioned. And if you bring this one up, you'll clearly see remote neural monitoring is red. Hang on a second. You'll clearly be able to see that remote neural monitoring is mentioned in this one, and how he is being implicated in being part of an individual who played a role in assisting in California Protection Child Services and the illegal kidnapping of a woman's child who was trying to get parental benefits from the father of the child who actually raped her, and that's how she became pregnant. And he happened to be a doctor from University of California, Davis campus. Now, how is the University of California, San Diego implicated in another crime towards somebody else? I'll get to that maybe at a later date. He's in actually 4 or 5 of them. He's in at least 4 of them mentioned. He's mentioned in the first 4. No, he's mentioned in the first 2. I don't know if he's mentioned in, but he's mentioned in the 3rd one, the 4th one, and the 5th one, and the 6th one. So he's mentioned in 4 blogs. Gang stalking and remote neural monitoring are mentioned in all of them. Now, since this video is going to be in a blog, it's part of at least a 4 to 5 video blog series. In other words, it's going to be at least 4 videos, maybe 5. Each video is going to be 15 minutes long. And this video blog is going to hold all 4 to 5 videos. Okay, the YouTube videos and their titles and their URL addresses will be copied and pasted into the blogs. Some cooperating material will be put in the blog as well. The blog will then be printed out. I will then keep a copy of it. I will then send a fax to the police officer who arrived down here at this area on July 9th, 2014 as a result of me calling the police, as a result of me being brutally assaulted at this area while I got a broken arm and broken wrist. Okay, now, and the reason why I'm going to do this is he's going to be faxed this blog, so he knows where to go to look for the YouTube videos of this 4 to 5 part video series. He's going to be faxed it, he's going to be sent it through certified letter return receipt, and he's going to be hand delivered it, and it's going to be dropped off at the police station pertaining to the address, pertaining to the police department that he said he works for. So he can witness what is in all 5 of these YouTube videos. If any part of any of these 4 to 5 part videos are corrupted in any way, because the first video shows undeniable proof that I am a victim of gang stalking. Now, why is this video being made? My name is Leslie Williams. I am a target victim and activist concerned in the criminal expedition of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be called gang stalking. And for some reason, I have not been able to get one police officer in San Diego County after multiple separate different physical occasions and dates to get them to make a police report after I have requested it while I was in their physical presence for them to make a police report concerning the factual reality that I am a victim of this crime. Now, in the first video, and in this video, I'll even show some cooperating material that in fact, I'm not going to show it in this video, excuse me, because I just made a video that showed 2 audio files, okay, from 2 separate other cell phones that I got, of showing the same exact identical verbal harassment happened around me in 2 different locations that are 160 miles apart. One of the locations happened right up the street from where I'm at right now, okay, and the other one happened in Yucca Valley. Now, I also talked about how I had to call the police on September 15, 2013 as a result of the same technique that was exposed from both of these 2 different phones, 2 different dates, 2 different occasions, same exact identical verbal harassment on each phone, pertaining to 2 separate dates, 2 separate locations, both locations being 160 miles apart from each other. Okay? Now, when I called the police on September 15, 2013, I told the San Diego police officers that arrived on the scene that the same exact identical verbal harassment was happening around me at the Jack in the Box off of Rosecrans and Nimitz Boulevard, and that it had been caught on that day and on previous subsequential dates on video and audio. They would not take the time to listen to the evidence, including the current evidence, and they even implied that I was crazy. Now, I could go to Google right now and type in how corrupt, syndicated police officers that could be attached to gang stalking will imply that target individuals are delusional. That seems to be all over the internet. That is actually a methodology of gang stalking, to literally claim that the target of gang stalking is delusional, bipolar, schizophrenic, schizoaffective, schizophrenia with persecutory ideations. I know all about psychology, sweetheart, because I took it in college. That's right, baby cakes. I am an educated, targeted individual. I'm talking about education, college education. I am also educated in reference to researching these crimes in-depthly and exhaustively, so I know how they operate. So when we deliberate with our mind's eye, with common sense, with inductive and deductive reasoning, with analytical processing and critical thinking, with all these 5 separate modes of thinking, anybody would be able to sit back and ask themselves one simple question. If I was willing to show any San Diego police officer on any date that I have identical harassment caught on, let me just put it to you this way, at least 30 audio files. Okay, because I don't know what might happen to me before I get to sit down and sit with any San Diego police officer to show him how many audio files I actually got. I could be robbed tomorrow, I could be raped tomorrow, I could be assaulted and robbed, I could be assaulted, robbed, and raped. And all the evidence could be stolen from me. And then the San Diego police could say, well, look at this video. You're claiming you got all these videos if I gave you the real amount of what I got. And they could say, where are they? And I could say, well, I was robbed. And they could say, well, that's convenient. See, I have to make sure that I'm very careful about my statements in this particular video. But understand this and be clear. I have enough evidence on specific certain platforms that prove more than 30 times. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. If I have this evidence, just the evidence that I have mentioned so far in this video of the same exact identical verbal harassment happening around me every day on each one of these at least 30 audio files, separate audio files, where part of the identical harassment is gang stalking being said, which is the name of the crime I'm experiencing, then why is it being done? And how is it being done? And how can anybody apply any other type of conscious logic to any type of excuse or explanation to it outside of the fact that it's intentionally being done in order to deliberately remind me that I am a victim of this crime intentionally, and they gotta know where I'm at and who I am to do it, which proves the stalking. Hold on. It is my intention to prove that this criminality is happening to me, to uncorrupted law enforcement officials and uncorrupted government officials. So they can then sit back in their chairs and ask themselves, why won't any California sheriff's officer, California highway patrolman, or California San Diego, or any San Diego police officer make one police report concerning the factual reality that I'm a victim of this crime? Because I'm here today to tell you, baby cakes, that tape recorders and cell phones and video files, baby cakes, do not have the capacity to have a delusional disorder, okay? They do not have the capacity to have schizophrenia, okay? Why do you think, ask yourself this question, why are these individuals saying gang stalk together, then gang stalking, and then gang of stalking, I'm going to F you up, as they're harassing me on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving Day 2013, right across the street on the sidewalk from this area, right up the street? Ask yourself that question. Why are they saying it? Gang of stalking, I'll fuck you up? Really? Really? What happened to me down here on July 9th, 2014, just 2.5 days ago? And let me just make a brief statement about that. On July 6th, 2014, before I left this area to go to a specific, to go somewhere, I made a video. And in that video, I stated, I still got the video right now. And the video shows the timestamp and the date the video was made. I said, let's see if any event transpires here at this location. And I included stating, let's see if I'm assaulted here. Flat out in the video. The timestamp and date on the video shows July 6, 2014. 2.5 days later, I'm brutally assaulted here, and that brutal assault was caught on video and audio file. So, how do you explain that? That is the 4th assault that has happened to me. All of them were predicted. One was predicted in an email file. Okay. The first one was predicted in an email file. The second one was predicted in an email file. The third one was predicted on an audio file 4 times in one day before it occurred. And the 4th one was predicted 2.5 days before it occurred in a video file and in a tape recorder. Now, how do you suppose that is all happening? Am I psychic? I think not. Do you really think that I'm remote viewing the whole entire thing? I think not. What I do is I predict what's going to happen concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, and against me as a result of me being a victim of this crime, because I have itemized and categorized their methodologies. And I predict their what they're going to do next based on these categorized techniques that they use and their limitations. Hang on. It's called logic and probabilities, deducing what they might do next based on their fears, their limitations, their methods and tactics. And then I basically surmise what they might do next based on these aforementioned descriptions and concerning the criminal motivations. Organized stalking and gang stalking is directly connected to human trafficking. And if you honestly think for 1 second that I will ever allow anyone to sexually exploit me in San Diego County or anywhere else, you're going to have to literally kill me first. Make no mistake about this. Look in the description of this YouTube video for the first YouTube video's YouTube title, and the 3rd one, and the 4th one, and if there's a 5th one. This is at least a 4-part video series. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.